Yeah, hello and welcome to our Monday night's live show. I hope everything works out right because we have a couple of changes today. You probably don't see it. Oh, I see the board. It's not. I did not go for the wooden layout. Why is that? It's a little bit strange. Let me fix that right away. Okay. So yeah, we have some changes. Yeah, we have the time is a little bit weird, yeah, because of it's the usual time
Game started.
in Europe, but for the US guys it's a little bit different. So because of the time change, we had the time change in Europe. This is one of those F3 guys, yeah, the line that I don't understand.
Check.
I never really see what white players want to achieve with that. It always looks terrible to me, but it is what it is. It is played. Yeah, and I keep forgetting why and how exactly it is played. Yeah, and there are also some slight changes, let's say in YouTube, like under the hood. You don't see it really, but there have been some changes technically. So I hope everything works all right. Also, I had some changes in my office, so I had to rearrange the green screen. It doesn't really. Don't think it's better or so. Yeah. Anyway, the whole desk setup that I have is a little bit different because I today tried to install a new monitor here, and no, it didn't work out for me. Yeah, I got the new monitor delivered and it was delivered, yeah, broken basically. I don't remember exactly how that line works really. I've forgotten it. It's based on some tactics, yeah, like
Check.
bishop, yeah, these kind of things. But I still never understand what the real point is. Because white has no development, and why does that work in the first place? Okay, so I think I'm taking this. Let's simply trade this off. Okay, I cannot go queen d7. Yeah, I think here in particular white is quite okay probably. I mean, I don't think I'm worse, but I didn't exactly refute what he did. Especially losing castling rights. It's not that fantastic. Yeah, I kind of have to get back into the 5-minute rhythm. I've played some bullet earlier to kill time. And yeah, that's not a really great preparation sometimes. So how do we do this? Yeah, I can take this. I can do that. Get the pawn back. I mean, queen b4 doesn't look particularly frightening. I have knight back as a knight c5. Yeah, that looks a little bit odd, yeah, for me. Queen b6 is maybe a move, yeah. Queen b6. Taking e3, this is probably trading. I don't know. I mean, he's got the b pawn, but I don't think this is a big deal. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm not really all that well organized. Just castle, maybe. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. Rook c1 for rook c6 and so on. Maybe I at least have to be precise here in this position. Rook to a7. Okay. Nah, I guess I have to do this, yeah. This is it's not so easy now for him. Yeah? I'm on the king. And let's see what he does. I have some tricks now. Removing the knight. He cannot so easily unpin it, as d2 and f2 are covered. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I was thinking that doesn't work. I thought I just do this. He cannot take due to knight c5 check, and I'm an exchange up at the end. The rook is like here. Okay, so what's that? Knight c5, rook c3. It's kind of unfair that this would work. Maybe I have to go somewhere else. Here maybe. Now I'm threatening to take twice on e3 and then knight c4 b2. That could work. Yeah, I'm not trapping my own knight. No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is awkward for him. Yeah, now this is not easy. Yeah? Oh, why does that work? This. It does work. Somehow it looks like it shouldn't, but it does. Good defensive move, I guess. On the upside, I'm quite up on time. That's good.
Check.
He's not exactly increasing his speed. Tja, let's activate this. Tja, I'm not happy how this unfolded. Definitely not great. Yeah, but I've had tons of games like that the other way around, yeah, simply being a bit better and then
check,
and then I'm struggling with
check.
The time.
Check.
Knight b4 now. Somehow threatened knight takes b4 check. Oh.
Check.
He falls right
White
into it.
resigns.
Yeah, I think with the time he was in trouble in some way. I don't know. I don't think the b pawn is a big factor. Like at the end, at least, I'm so close to it. It shouldn't be a big thing. Okay, let's go for a new game. Yeah, the outside pawn, but I'm reasonably close to it, so I don't think it's a huge factor. You have to, of course, be careful.
Game started.
How did Jorge get that bigger rating? It's strange. And of course he's playing the same opening as usual. I don't know, I would at one point simply do something else, yeah, because I mean it's just not good. But he keeps playing it, yeah. He really must be convinced, yeah, that it is a good thing. I mean, b3 is perfectly okay, but would you really do it every single game? I don't know. I wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, I played h5 in a recent game, and I felt I can do this again. But I started with h5 in that other game, which now this time I didn't. Okay, I'm just developing here and see what happens. What is not totally clear to me is what he tries to do here with his king. Probably this. Probably this. So I'm also going to castle long, play in a more solid fashion here. Yeah, trying to ask him what his idea is. Maybe some d5, opening up the bishop. I always have a hard time to imagine what white wants to do. I mean, I've got more space, I've got the pair of bishops, I'm centralized, I've got g5, g4 coming up, and white has what exactly? I don't know, probably a sound pawn structure. But I don't really see it. Knight a4, c5 maybe. I think he really wants me to play queen e7 and then play c5. That's the extent of white's plans here, maybe. Yeah, what am I doing though? g5, g4. Yeah, I can prepare that. Okay, let's do this. I know I'm weakening f6, so maybe there is some tactical idea, some d5, but I go c5. I don't really feel this is any dangerous. What is the point? Yeah, you know, this knight, for example, on e2. I control d4, f4, g3, knight on c3. I control simply everything what he looks at. I don't get this type of opening. So here, what does he want to do? I mean, he needs to have some kind of idea. b4 probably. Yeah? He probably wants to play b4. Yeah, but yeah, I can just take it if I want. There is really nothing going on. He goes c5, I go bishop e5. That never works. Yeah, knight f4. I would take the knight. I would take it with the pawn, I guess. Yeah, I simply don't get what white is doing here. c5, I just go bishop e5. What exactly is the point? This one, okay. Okay, so bishop e5 looks completely normal. Yeah, let's centralize this. Okay, I cannot just... This is actually an idea. Just go c6 in this position. That's an interesting idea. Let's try that. I mean, he wants to go d6, but I check and take f2, and
Check.
white is falling apart completely. Or not. What is your idea here? I don't even see how he covers e3 with a good move. This one, okay. Do I just go back, or I have to? I mean, I should not allow him to win my queen. So yeah, probably just back to f6. Okay, so f5, f4. Is he threatening to take here? I don't think so. Yeah, as said in the chat, white is probably busted, but it is a slightly murky position due to my king here on b8 with the knight maybe coming to b6. His king isn't exactly safe either, but it is yeah, it is still slightly tricky, I guess. Especially if I'm playing some crap, which I shouldn't, of course, but let's see. So let's try to get 2 passes. f4 I take, yeah, there's the king is on the 3rd rank. In general, the bishop on e5 is fantastically strong. Yeah, that's a fantastic piece. Simultaneously being active on both sides of the board. Now that's too late. Really too late for any decent counterplay. Okay, so maybe here.
White forfeits on time.
Yeah, and those pawns just go and promote. Yeah, I don't know. I think white is really having a hard time after this move here. I don't get why you would have that, want to have that every single white game. I think white is really not equal anymore. But okay. We can play that again and again and again. Yeah. I really believe that black is very okay here. And in fact, I would rather play c4 instead of bishop b5. I think this is quite interesting, at least. It's in Sicilian reversed. Okay, I've got a new game request out. One thing I have to say like right away that usually I'm going to make not a 60-minute show out of this, but more like a 70-minute show. I tend to play like one final game or so when we're already over time. I won't do that today. I'm trying to finish right on time because the next show is right after me, like at in 35-36 minutes. Because of that time change, things are a little bit off. So isn't it funny that I played 65 games now against Jorge and we had exactly 1 draw, like 1. 1 is really not much. 1, amazing.
Game started.
I mean, you have like king against king and so on, yeah, like nothing on the board. Okay, B Harrod. I'm going to play the Scotch 4 knights. super solid. The score against Jorge is 46 wins, 18 losses, 1 draw. And it kind of feels like I have black every single game, but it's not the case, it seems. I don't see the white and black score though. Okay, so let's see what B. Harrod is going to do after h3, which is not a very forced move, quite obviously, or forcing move. There are quite some options. Rook e8, c6, rook b8. Most of the time black will play c6 anyhow, because it just makes sense to lend some protection to the pawn. However, there are ideas that are a bit more maybe enterprising, where black tries to play rook b8, bishop b7, and then maybe even c5. I'm a bit surprised that black is taking so much time here. This is like the most normal position ever. Why not the regular Scotch or the Scotch Gambit, less solid? Yeah, the Scotch Gambit is, as far as I know, yeah, just not great, right? I mean, black is fine in various ways. The regular Scotch is fine, of course. It's just it's not what I studied. Yeah, compiling an E4 repertoire, I went for this. Yeah, which is, with almost like every opening choice, almost you can debate. Yeah, it's just what I felt is a good idea to study, because it's easy to learn. Yeah, b3, the b2 pawn was attacked. Interesting how he plays this here. Okay, maybe I can go to a4, so that, because c5 is currently not protected, it would be neat to get something in like queen f4 to d4 and then keep a blockade over c5. This would be nice. What white is trying to do here in this opening in general is simply to claim that you have the slightly better structure. Why do I actually run into rook b4? That was a stupid move. I mean, rook b4, I probably can just go to d2. Interesting. I might go knight c5, right? Or am I screwing things up badly? It looks a little bit fancy, this move, but I think it works. This. Yeah, I think it works. Queen c5, I take the rook, and queen d4 next. Okay, so let's do b4. b4, I blunder. Okay, but this is now nice, yeah? I've got this knight now anchored. Okay. Interesting. I did not expect this move at all. So, okay, I probably have to take. I don't really see a clear alternative to that. A4 maybe? No. I have to cover it first. But I can do c3. I'm trying to keep this option of a4, a5 open. I have 3 against 2 on the queen side here, so I've got some chances to maybe simply use that majority. you go a4 here or not? Not sure, but in general I think I should do this. Bishop c6, however, yeah? I mean, that cannot be terrible for black, probably. Or do I have a tactic? No. Oh, what the heck? That didn't, I don't think that was necessary, really. And I have some doubts that it is good, you know. And bishop c6. Now probably this is better. Try to get the a pawn. Yeah, that's better now. If he moves the bishop, I take a5. Yeah, rook d4, there was bishop c6 still. Still not super easy, I think. Okay, let's attack.
Black resigns.
Okay, just resigned him. It feels a bit early. I mean, I should win this, technically speaking. It's an exchange, but it's still not so easy. Like, you blunder one of the c pawns or so, you can easily just have a draw. Okay, so that was an unexpectedly quick win out of this opening. Yeah, I think the Scotch 4 Knights is an excellent opening to have in your repertoire. I mean, not probably to play it every single game, but it's a really nice opening that you can always play if you just want something simple and solid to play. Yeah? There are definitely times for that, yeah, where you think, okay, let's not do anything fancy, let's just play very sound and solid. And oftentimes you can still win because, well, black it's not that easy to play black in this opening. There are some nuances that are tough to understand, and yeah, it's not like black has a guaranteed draw. And if they try to win, ooh, difficult. That's really difficult. It's an opening that you quite often actually see in situations where the white player is not minding a draw all that much. Yeah? Not like you're playing for a draw, but you play with the draw in hand. Yeah, I've got a request out, but don't get paired. There are some interesting players on. Moskalenko, for example, that would be interesting.
Game started.
Play dead. Okay. I am play dead. Do we have a name for this person? James Adair.
Check.
Okay. So let's go for the bishop b5 check line, the Moscow variation. And let's activate here with d4. This is quite often looking a lot like a Ruy Lopez. Now not so much that black has played with e6. An interesting question is, should I go e5 or not? I think I'm doing this now, but it's an interesting question. I had almost the same position in a league game not too long ago, and I wasn't really sure if e5 is a good idea or not. I'm going for it now. How about the Caro-Kann as black? Yeah, you'd like to know my opinion, if I think it's a good opening or it. Yeah, it is good. It's absolutely fine. The Caro is one of those openings that I play sometimes. I mean, not on a regular basis, but sometimes. Paul Whitfield asks, any suggestion on how to memorize all these opening lines? I think everybody is different there. Yeah, for some people it's easier to memorize things, and for some it is more difficult. He's got knight b4, right? This is why he's taking all this time. I played that badly, you know. That's terrible. My bishop h6 was an absolutely terrible move. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, I'm busted, basically. That was silly. Instead of this bishop h6 nonsense, I should have just played probably, maybe I'm not busted actually. I should have just played the queen again, to g4 or something. I think then white's position looks quite okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not busted. I just counted, and it's not so terrible. Material-wise, I'm equal, but I'm not better or anything, remotely even. But just like I think I was better if I don't do this. My queen might be trapped. That could happen. But how does he do it? I don't know. Let's go here. And then he goes c4 actually. Why don't I just go a4? Okay, he doesn't even try. Yeah, so how to learn the lines? I'm sorry, I had to look at the game. What I often did basically was not so much look at things on a move by move basis, but rather play through the games. I mean, I tried to find, if I felt okay, a certain opening is interesting for me, I often just would try to find out who is an expert in the opening, in this particular opening, and then I try to look through their games and try to understand what was going on. This is what helped me quite a bit. It's also more interesting than just looking at moves and yeah, and have it disconnected from the games, let's say. I'm also usually advocating to play main lines. I mean, you don't have to play like the super main line, yeah, every time, but I think it makes sense to do something that is reasonably mainstream, because it is, things are mainstream, the main line, for a reason. Yeah, and my position here just totally sucks. It's absolutely terrible. I'm clearly worse, and I have zero counterplay. A4 was such a terrible move. It was absolutely bad. Yeah, I'm just lost here. And he has various ways to do it. Rook b5, for example, is a strong move, but it's not the only one. Yeah, it's just completely dead. Right, that's a game that I absolutely hate. Yeah, giving the opponent just such a simple point. Yeah, he did not have to do anything here. Well, it's more or less busted. Maybe I can somehow play b3 and trade c for b pawn. Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty terrible. At least he's taking some time. A4 was bad, really a bad move. Why isn't he moving? He is not. No, he's still connected. I know, I think I was quite okay here when I don't go a4. Black is more comfortable, but no, I shouldn't be in such a bad shape. But something is wrong here. Am I the one with the problem here? No. Yeah, I still have those games, Bayerischer Schweizer, where I'm simply crushed by a strong GM. They are strong sometimes. I lost to Luke Van Vele in the second league. Roughly what is that, like one and a half years ago, and he simply killed me. I mean,
check.
And I really recognized during the game, okay, I'm not really on the same kind of level. Yeah.
Draw offered.
Yeah.
Time being drawn.
He offered me a draw, which is yeah, well, he's just a pawn up. I don't know why. Somehow he took a long time, and some moves ago, maybe something happened there. Yeah, the doorbell rang, or you never know. Yeah, sometimes you really get outplayed, but I don't know. It's a bit different, I think, for every player, how that might look. Yeah, that being outplayed. In this game that I had against Van Vele, he simply understood the whole situation a lot better, yeah, really a lot better. And I who is that person? Vitali Sivuk, never heard of him. I mean, I rarely get outplayed in the opening completely, because I usually know my stuff quite well. Even against 2600, it doesn't really happen all that much. With other players, it might be that they even get problems right in the opening. Okay, so here, what's going on here? Yeah, that's a more complicated way of playing it. Can you do this? I really don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at this. I mean, been a while sounds like it's been like 2 years. No, it's not. But I have not refreshed my memory there. Okay, it's going g5 maybe and stuff, but okay, the knight is not badly placed on e3. Still, it seems good for black. Yeah, that cannot be the way to do things in this opening. I wonder if does he have like d5 with bishop g4 things coming? Man, knight d1. I should have thought about knight d1 a bit. That was not a necessary move at all. Absolutely not. Bishop g4, I can take f6, so this is not a problem, I think. Still, that was entirely unnecessary. Interesting. Takes with the queen. Huh, okay. Okay, knight e3 I cannot play, but I can do this. This is a strong bishop. So let's try to get rid of it. This position here is a good example why this is a tough to beat opening. The white pawn structure is just so sound. You don't really, you sometimes have a hard time with black to find some way forward at all. Okay, if I go c3, c4 back, knight e3, should be okay. So knight e3 wants to go d4. Okay. So this one maybe. Not entirely sure about all this. I'd like to have like tempo, knight e3 or so. Just like one more tempo. Okay. Now he goes d4, or what's the deal? Okay. Yeah, my knight on d1. Yeah, that is not good. That's not a good piece. Yeah, but how bad is it really? I mean, I've got rook e4 maybe. Rook e1, rook e4. Maybe then knight c3. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think I'm pretty much have to take it. I can go rook a1. Is that helping me? No, probably not. Trying to play against the d pawn. I don't know, it should be okay. It should be okay. So go back here and then try to, maybe I can even do something against the a pawn. Probably not, yeah, in being better, but okay, rook a4. George is asking, any new video lessons coming from me? Do you mean like... Oh wait, I have to check this here. He's attacking b5. I probably should have had this covered.
Check.
I should have covered this. Not good. The first rank would have been a bit easier. Okay.
Check.
Okay, bishop c4 is his idea, so keep that covered. Now currently there's nothing planned in particular, like the 33 chess concepts or so that I've done for the ICC. There's nothing like that in the works. So yeah, this should be a draw quite clearly, but still have to play it out. So bishop c4 again is the idea.
Time warning.
Covering that. Huh. Isn't that a self pin? Yeah, he went into a self pin. That is okay now. Okay, now it's a draw.
Draw offered. Game drawn.
Yeah, I'm okay with the draw here, really. Yeah, I'm working on things, but it's not a video series that is planned. I'm just working on things and see what happens. Yeah, there could be a book made out of it, or yeah, videos. We don't know. I don't know. So we have like 8 minutes left. So I think one 5-minute game is in order, playing quickly. So we wouldn't be too much influencing the starting time of the show behind me. Yeah, play that. I played him before. Not really sure what game that was, to be honest. Yeah, we somehow play a Brea, but am I tempi down? Something? Maybe, yeah. He went to c2 in one move, and he didn't play h3. But he played he played d3, d4, however. Yeah, probably h3 will be played in the nearer future. It's quite a useful move. Yeah, in the Brea, you sometimes, what you get is you get a Philidor kind of position, like in the Philidor's defense. The only thing in the Philidor's, white gets to play a4 early on and prevents b5, but here b5 is on the board. Yeah, that's almost exactly the position that I had on the board against chess legend Vlastimil Hort earlier this year. Let's see, g6, bishop g7 is what is on the agenda next. Yeah, I'm playing quickly, not to completely bust the time situation. That I will play anyway. Okay. Yeah, almost anyway. h6 is normally useful. Yeah, bye-bye to Gutierrez in the chat. one thing I know, yeah, time-wise, I'm okay. It seems that he wants to play c4. This is indeed a point, but I can take d4 then. Okay. Yeah, there are positions where black might even play d5. In general, I find this is difficult to play because you have such a flexible pawn structure. You can do many things. Let's do this. I'm unsure about this move, but the knight might be okay on d7, because the c5 square could be relevant. Yeah, like if he goes c4, I can go to c5, these kind of things. But the knight has a good position on e6. This is where I'm heading. See, going c4 now. Yeah, this is something that I wondered, because my bishop on g7 is not really helping here all that much. Like on f8, it would allow to play b4. I don't like to take on c4, but maybe I have to do this. I don't know. Tja. Yeah, do I take or not? I mean, I don't like to take, quite clearly, but b5 is also hanging. Yeah? That's also hanging. Yeah, knight e6. Maybe he can really take with the queen. It looks a bit weird, but maybe he can. Maybe prepare this for knight e6. Tough position, and I'm not even much ahead on the clock. That's really crazy. I was ahead like a mile, by a mile. No, but okay, I think he played this well. I'm not sure how much worse I am here, but I'm definitely worse. Okay. That's not a move I expected. Okay, knight e6 prevented. So then this one has to go via e6 to d4. And now he's again burning time. Chess philosopher asks, what is wrong with the thinking process of most lower rated players? Yeah, I don't think there's a particular thing. Yeah, like one thing that applies to every single player. I don't think this happens. But there are definitely some things. One thing that is very, very obvious oftentimes is the lack of prophylactical thinking. Yeah, simply focusing more on possible play of the opponent. Like, what is the opponent really trying to do?
Check.
This is what they sometimes don't think about at all. Really, they mostly know like a single idea that they want to play, maybe related to the opening or something that they feel they know, and they simply do that, not really taking into account specifics of the position, for example. Yeah, like they want to play, I don't know, let's say a stone wall structure because they learned it at one time and they played like every single game, even in situations where it just doesn't work. And they don't adjust all that much. A stronger player is usually more open
White
to
forfeits on time.
specific things that go on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just in time, so I'm not stopping the punctual start of the show after me. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back next Monday, definitely. Same time in Europe, yeah, 10 p.m. Central European time. And we will be back to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the US viewers, because the times are then in sync again. The daylight saving times over there for both continents. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.